Let's see. Just started doing this all of a sudden. I literally was watching a YouTube video. So here I have the LG Stylo 4 back and front. There's no internals in here, so this isn't totally accurate.
By the way, I'm drop testing it with the case first.
Waist height, 3, 2, 1. It looks like it survived. Just a marking on the case. Chest height. We're good. I landed on the same corner. Head height. And again, just some marking on the case. If I take the case off, no damage to the phone. You can just see where I super glued the back on. Backdrop from waist height. 3, 2, 1. Since the Stylo 4, in this case, has a plastic back, yeah, expect to see scratches on the back. Backdrop from chest height. 3, 2, 1. Despite the phone bouncing and then landing on the face, the screen is good. The back is scuffed to all hell. Corner drop from waist height. 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna spin it because I'm really terrible at landing drops. A corner drop from waist height leaves a pretty bad scuff on the aluminum frame. Sorry, my hands are so shaky. But the screen's still fine. Corner drop from chest height. 3, wait, make it so the phones can see the screen. 3, 2, 1. And a corner drop from chest height just scuffs the frame. No cracks. Edges drop from waist height. 3, 2, 1. How'd it do? Oh no! Waist height edges drop kills the LG Stylo 4. That was even a good edges drop landing. I can't even blame myself for it this time. So we have scuffage on the bottom. That's its initial landing spot. And then it rebounded and got a very unfortunate right on the edge there and shattered the whole screen. Like, that's actually pretty bad for just a waist height edges drop. Now, I'm not surprised because the Stylo 4 has the curved glass, kind of, which makes it vulnerable because the glass juts out. So that's not a very good design, not very good for durability. Let's see if we can break it more from a chest height edges drop. So from the chest height edges drop, there's just a tiny shatter in the corner and a tiny shatter in that corner, and a little bit more up there. It didn't really spread across the screen very much. Direct face drop from waist height. 3, 2, 1. It shattered even more at the bottom, but not that bad. That was an accident. Did it shatter more? Chest height on the face. 3, 2, 1. And there you have it. The LG Stylo 4, just the screen without a battery and motherboard, although there is a stick of RAM in here. It's basically completely shattered. So in terms of the drop test, I'd say that it actually went really well. One thing I kind of realized now, I think that the supposed waist height edges drop I did was more of a stomach height edges drop. Nonetheless, most phones would survive a chest height or even head height edges drop. The thing is when you have this 2.5D freaking curved glass design, you get this glass jutting out, which means that the edges are very prone to fractures. And in the case of the Stylo 4, it turned into a full shatter. The rest of the drop test went... Stop interrupting me! Stop interrupting me! This is not your video, this is my video! A couple of the super slow-mo clips were accidentally triggered at the wrong time. I don't really know exactly what it was, but there was a thing that was interrupting it was basically tripping it off. And also, sorry about all of my shakiness during the video. So when I drop test phones, I get extremely nervous, like ridiculously nervous. And that nervousness triggers my essential tremor to kind of go more active. And it also makes me sweat. And it's kind of irritating, actually. It's the one thing I don't like about drop testing phones. It's nerve-wracking. It's an endless spiral. The more I shake, the more I think I'm going to ruin it, which causes me to shake even more. And it's like a feedback loop. So what do I say about the Stylo 4's durability? Well, even though the edges drop may have been more of a stomach height edges drop, I think that in order to call it a durable phone, it would have had to survive that, because there's not a battery or a motherboard inside this. This is just the casing from my personal Stylo 4. But I'm just going to go ahead and say that the Stylo 4 and probably the Stylo 5 as well are not durable phones, so you're going to want to get a case for them. And furthermore, the back of the Stylo 4, most of the Stylo 4s, is made of plastic and not glass, so scratches are going to be an annoyance. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the drop test. I'm going to be completely destroying this. And, yeah. Just real quick, I'm going to destroy this thing a little bit more. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I literally just, like, super glued some random things in to fill in these empty looking holes. I don't really think they helped much, it still looks stupid, but it was an edges drop that broke it, but I want to try a different edges drop. So this is the kind I did both times where I drop it kind of like angled like this. I'm going to drop it angled like this. Let's see. And it shattered more. Or no, that was already there. This is new. Let's try that again. That didn't work. Okay, so the other type of edges drop is not going to work. And I shattered it even more. Shattered right here and right here. And the things I super glued in are no longer super glued in. Cool. The LCD is probably busted by now. I tried to look at it earlier, and it didn't look like the LCD screen broke from any of the drop tests, of the actual drop tests. And do a backdrop, even though it's literally pointless, because this back is never going to crack. Right on the side. Scuff marks along the bottom. Ooh, look, there's a shard coming out. It landed like on the bottom part. Oh, and this is coming apart. Face drop. And it shattered up here. And like right here, I think. Literally, the shatters are everywhere, so it's hard to tell. Super high drop. Ooh. I literally don't know. So the first slow-mo recording just straight up didn't even record. The second one I probably missed. And the back came off. So that super glue wasn't perfect. I'm just going to keep destroying it without the back. I don't need the back. Back to super slow-mo. That last throw, I don't know how good I got it, but it straight up dented this thing. That's like where the headphone jack was. So that one, I slammed it on the face, and it shattered everywhere. The whole thing is just shattered now. So I'm just going to stop destroying it right now and do the rest of it with a hammer, because you can see the screen here is peeling off, and it is demolished. The aluminum frame on this thing's actually pretty solid. Alright, now I wanted to be able to use my BB gun to shoot the screen out, but it's illegal in Oregon to use a BB gun in your own yard, because I'm within city limits and that's where you can't do it. I'm using Andrew's hammer because I don't really want to use the sledgehammer. I think it's just too easy and I don't want to damage this concrete. Let's just see what a small hit does. And that actually didn't do anything. So maybe a little bit harder of a hit. There we go. Did it dent through? Yeah, it dented through. And there you have it. Yeah, this whole experience with the Stylo 4 has honestly just been kind of cancerous. But at least that let out some of the anger, even though actually fixing it let out a lot of the anger as well, just because, well, now it's working again. But believe me when I say that this thing had no reason to break down. So, yeah, it got what it deserved.